Imagine a nation teetering on the brink. Streets slick with blood, the entire internet blacked out, hundreds of protesters already dead, and the President of the United States issuing a chilling warning: locked and loaded. Could 2026 be the year the Islamic Republic of Iran finally collapses? Tonight we go inside the uprising that's shaking the regime to its core. It began in late December 2025. Hyperinflation devastated families. The rial crashed to historic lows. Food prices surged over 70% in a matter of months. In Tehran's Grand Bazaar, shopkeepers shut their stalls and poured into the streets. What started as rage over prices quickly became something bigger. Shouts of death to the dictator, cries for freedom, and the enduring chant of woman, life, freedom that first erupted after Mahsa Amini's killing in 2022. By the first weeks of January 2026, demonstrations had erupted in more than 190 cities across every province. Security forces responded with ruthless force. Live rounds, birdshot pellets tearing into crowds, nighttime raids on hospitals to drag away the wounded. Reliable estimates put the death toll above 500 protesters, with thousands more arrested. Then came the total internet blackout, cutting Iran off from the world and hiding the full horror of the crackdown. This wave feels profoundly different. The regime is visibly fragile. Strikes last year crippled parts of its nuclear program. Proxy militias like Hezbollah are battered and overstretched. The economy is imploding, water shortages grip major cities, and whispers of discontent are even reaching elements inside the Revolutionary Guard. Protests have spread deep into Baluchistan and Kurdistan. Some crowds are chanting for the return of the monarchy. Supreme Leader Khamenei brands them vandals, but the ground beneath the regime is shifting fast. That's when America delivered its message loud and clear. President Trump has warned repeatedly, if the slaughter continues, the United States will not stand idle. He's been briefed on military options, precise strikes against IRGC command centers directing the violence. He's threatened devastating tariffs on any nation still trading with Iran, hitting heavyweights like China, Russia, and India. Reports say Tehran sent private feelers asking to negotiate, but Trump's stance is unmistakable. Diplomacy is preferred, yet he remains locked and loaded and fully prepared to act. Analysts say this is the most severe internal threat the regime has faced in decades. The movement is powered by a young, fearless generation that has known only sanctions, repression, and broken promises. The choices ahead are stark. Tighten sanctions to choke the regime's cash flow, provide covert tools to help protesters organize, or, if the violence escalates, direct action against the forces carrying it out. The idea of regime change is gaining serious discussion. Some argue it's the only way to bring lasting stability to the Middle East. Iran sits at the heart of regional turmoil, funding and arming Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and more. But any American move carries massive risks: retaliation, a wider conflict, unpredictable consequences. The international community is watching intently. The United Nations has demanded the internet be restored and the killing stopped. Yet even in total darkness, the courage inside Iran remains breathtaking. People continue risking everything for a life without fear. The tipping point could come at any moment. If the Revolutionary Guard begins to fracture, if external pressure becomes unbearable, or if the protests simply refuse to fade. Iran's people are fighting for their future with extraordinary bravery. Hundreds have already died, but the flame they ignited burns brighter than ever. Will 2026 become the year of genuine change, or another brutal chapter of suppression? President Trump insists he wants talks first, but he has made it crystal clear he will use whatever force is necessary if the bloodshed does not end. The eyes of the world are on Iran right now. The only question left is, are yours?